Don't know why I acted so surprised. I knew I was live. Give me 1 second, friend. My friends. How's everyone doing? I'm going to check in and see who's here. Just a second. Hey, Michael. Michael says, good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, Goldie. Famps is here. Hey, Jessica. Jessica says hi. Goldie says hi to everyone. Luke says, hey, Vamps. Good to see you. Be right back. I'm going to swap accounts and tickle the like button for Yogi. I appreciate that, Michael. Thumbs up from both accounts. Jessica says hi, Eric. Jessica, how you doing? Hi, Kat. Kat, how are you? Kat says hello to friends. Jessica says I'm here. So, how can we interpret that, Jessica? Just here? Can we make things better somehow? Do you want to do some breath work? We can start things off with some breath work. One thing I do like about starting off with breath work, I don't want it to sound we get it out of the way, but we get it out of the way. Meaning that no matter what happens in the rest of the live stream, at least we've gotten that done, right? Kat says, how's your brother? He's in pain. He's going to go to work. I gave him a back brace that I had. I have a cut on my lip. I was bitten by a wasp and I got a cut on my lip. That's how my day's going. Hey, Adam. Adam says, beautiful people, I am there. Jessica says, yes, breath work would be nice, please. All right, let's get that started. Here's something we haven't done much of. Breath holds on the exhalation. Breath holds on the exhalation is he's going to work. He took yesterday off and he doesn't feel like he can afford to take another day off. Unfortunately. Sorry. I just noticed looking on the big screen that I was cattle-cornered. That's the right word? I do not have a plantain to use on the wasp bag. Remember you mentioned that once before. It was a ground wasp. What I appreciate but also dislike about a ground wasp, I hate getting stung by a bee because you get stung by a bee and you know the bee was acting out of perceived sense of defense, and bees will die after they sting. Just sad because I mean no threat to anything or anyone. So for a bee to sting me, it was a misperception, and that's the cause of their life. And bees are very precious. They've always have been, but even more so now. So I dislike getting stung by a bee. But wasp, they can keep stinging over and over and over again. Hey, Sissy. Sissy, how are you? Hey, Lucy. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a 1, 2, 2, and 2 ratio. We're going to breathe. It should be 1, 2, 3, 2. But what did I say? 1, 2, 2, 1 is the ratio. It should be with the exhalation, it should be 3. I don't think we're quite ready there yet. That means we're going to breathe in for 4. What we want to do is practice a little bit of external breath hold, meaning after we breathe out, we're also going to hold the breath for a period of time. So we're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold the breath for 8. We're going to exhale for 8. We've done this before, and then we're going to hold for 4, and then we repeat. What I'd like to do is extend that exhalation, and we'll work on that as well as extending the external breath hold. But this is the first time we practice that. Sounds complicated? It won't be. Give me a thumbs up if anyone's going to participate and if anyone is ready, and we'll get started. And they like to bite. Yeah, I'm not sure if I think I was bitten instead of a bite, instead of a stung. Get a thumbs up from Jessica. Sissy says ground, mud, daubers bite and sting simultaneously. That seems a bit of an overkill. I was just walking. You know, if they wanted to sting me, it's fine. Could debate the issue. If they wanted to bite me, all right. If you felt you needed to. But to sting me and bite me repeatedly, this is just too much. Trust me, I'm a nice guy. Again, I mean no harm. I don't deserve to be bitten and stung, at least not more than once. All right. Sissy's ready. Jessica's ready. So for those who are going to participate, for those who aren't, we're going to be out of the chat for about 5-ish minutes. Hey, Anna. Anna, we're just about to do some breath work. Hey, Lee. One boy says, guys, I'm going to talk about breathing. So now you have to manually breathe in and out. Well, yeah, if you're a beginner. This is advanced here, running boy. All right. So, guys, close your eyes. Sissy says, even nice guys get stung literally and figuratively. Preaching to the choir there, Sissy. Shirley's in the background with friends. Hey, Kayla. Kayla says, what's up, Bill? All right. We're about to do some breath work, Kayla. Sorry. Hope everyone is, hope all is well with everyone. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope all is well with you, too. All right. Guys, if you could close your eyes. If you could close your eyes. Bring some attention to your breath. And just notice where you're breathing. Notice where you feel your breath the strongest in your body. Might be in your belly. Might be high up in your chest. Might be in your nose. You might be breathing through your mouth. Wherever you feel it, just notice it, and then make a very, very subtle shift to consciously breathing in through your nose. Notice the natural pause that occurs. And consciously breathing out through your nose and notice the pause that occurs. We're not extending the pause, just want to notice. We're not extending the breath, we just notice. Breathing in, breathing in. In through the nose, out through the nose. Very easily introduce that ujjayi breath. Sound of the ocean. Breathing in, that sound of the ocean. Breathing out with that sound of the ocean. Literally creating an internal wave that carries you to an inner sanctuary, an isle of peace, and it's there that we are going to reside for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to guide you through the breath ratio. It's going to be 4, 8, 8, and 4. You can relax and know that I'll guide you all the way through. with our first breath. We're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 3, 4. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Our last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Release the breath, allowing it to turn back natural cadence and easy rhythm. Relaxed. Sit in that space. Just sit there, enjoying the calm. When you're ready, open your eyes. I will see you in the chat. Ryan, it's nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Daisy. Daisy, it's nice to see you. Carl, how are you? Bud Files, thanks for coming in. Let's see. Hey, L Dog. Thanks for coming in. says Yogi One Kenobi. That might be my favorite one. Hey, Joe. Joe says, Master Yogi. Joe, how was the Comic-Con? Marlon says, darn it, just made it to the last breath. We could try to finish off with some breath, too. Shirley is back. Shirley says, Lee, with a smile. Goldie says hi to everyone. What do you mean you get the spins? Adam? Sissy says that he sometimes as well, Adam. Jessica's thank you, Eric. I can do this now. You can. I have nothing but faith in you, Jessica. I hope you know that, my friend. I have infinite faith in you, my friend. Marlon saying hi to everyone. Adam says, cool sissy. Hey, Adam, let me know when you tried the energetic exercises. It's been quite some time since I've done them. I had someone close to me, probably 1997, 1998, somewhere around there, who was in jail. And I did the energetic exercises every day that he was in jail, and sending out an intentional prayer at the end for his safety. Oh, I feel like I'm spinning. What type of meditation are you doing? What type of meditation are you doing, Sissy? Everyone is saying hi. I appreciate that, guys. Hey, Lucy. Lucy, how are you? What's new in the world of Lucy? What's new in Lucy Warren's world? How did I miss that obvious reference? Joe says it was good to have a recording on the channel. I'm going to check it out, Joe. Lee says, Marlon, how's the fishing trip going? Have you reached the Scottish Highlands yet? Goldie says, Eric, you may play the news. He says, Shirley, how are you? And Nick and Lassie. Carl says, I had a bad fight today. This breathing exercise to help. Thanks. What happened, Carl? And it says, we go live today, Joe. Sissy says, breathwork, Yogi. It's more of the breathwork than meditation. Gotcha. Adam says I started spinning during the breathwork exercises. Are you guys using that ujjayi breath, making the ha sound? That will help with that. Family stuff. Gotcha. I'm sorry about that. Always clockwise. I'm going to play the news in just 1 second, Goldie. Lisa says, I'm doing wonderful. Not much. Don't know if Anthony feels the same for me or not, but I'm just being patient with him. We were just friends. I think I was being too pushy again. Hey, but you're willing to be patient, and you're looking for signs. You're looking for signs whether you should, if you were too pushy or not too pushy. Really quite insightful, Lucy. Hey, Gilbert, did I miss you coming in? I apologize. Gilbert says, hi there, Yogi. How's it going? Good, Gilbert. Gilbert, how are you? Shirley says, Lee, it's been a wonderful day so far, and it's about to get even better. Oh, I know what's going on. Hey, Jace, did I just hear you whine? You okay?
Maybe. Oh. And again. Right, I want you to try something for me. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all well. Happy Tuesday. Or as I've been taught to say, Tuesday. Tuesday. Try that one.
I will not try that one.
Mondays are obviously Monday, and Wednesdays are
Obviously, they are.
Wednesdays. But
Right.
Tuesday, you've got to go Tuesday, Tuesday. It works.
My
Old as ice.
mouth, let alone brain, does not work that way.
Bobby. Gilbert, baby.
Hey, Manny. Did you
Shirley,
see,
how are you?
do you see Shirley's news that Gilbert has a playlist if you wish to give him some watch hours?
Certainly do. I shall assist. Where's Jacob with his watch hours? Did we not get him over the line?
It's a good question.
Because I'm waiting for his little dollar sign to come up, and it's not quite appeared yet.
He was very close.
It must be. I don't have very long. I'm about to go and do just a very small session with Al. It's going to be about an hour and 15 minutes of the dumbbells, and then he said, "Should we do Nemo afterwards?"
Wow.
So it's going to be a fatigue Nemo. Caleb, Kay, Shirley, Cold as Ice, Lee, Abby.
Okay.
There's lots of people in here. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all good. Have a great Tuesday, and obviously, be happy. Right then, Lily, Adam. Brass instrument. No, my friend, I actually played the bagpipes.
Isn't that considered brass in a way?
Wind.
Gotcha.
Wind.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, lack of metal. CC Star.
How come we've never gotten a impromptu bagpipe session from you?
One, I don't know. I no longer own a set of pipes, and two, it's been a good 30 years since I've blown a set of pipes. Obviously, it was something I did in my military days, and they're
Right.
long gone. Hi, Lucy. Hope you're well.
Hey,
Right.
did you learn how to play that when you were in the military, or did you?
Yep. I went up to Edinburgh, School of Music, Army School of Piping, in a place called Pennycup. They taught me how to read music and write music, and obviously then learned how to play the pipes. When you've learned to play the pipes, then it's a case of learning to march with the band and play, and everything's got to all come together. And then obviously you've got a lot of ceremonial equipment that you've got to learn how to prepare and keep maintained to that perfect standard.
Hey, since it was the military, did you learn how to play the bagpipes and wield them as a weapon of destruction at the same time?
Yes, most definitely. If somebody's in bed at say like 10 p.m. of an evening and you start playing the pipes, it's not good for their health. It doesn't take too long before it has some serious effects. Punches normally come in bunches. Then you know what I mean.
I do. I knew you would be able to do that.
Right, I'm going to love and leave you then. Have a great Tuesday. I did my little semi song, so tomorrow I'll come and do you a little classic. Much love.
Okay, awesome. Thank
care.
you, Jace.
See you soon. Bye.
Take care, my friend. All right, I got some news to play real quick, guys. Just give me 1 second. All right, guys, listen in.
So today we find out if Plan B comes through.
Yep.
And you know,
I played that this morning. This is the second one.
results are in. She made it, but at the paid spots. With the possibility that people would withdraw if it's if it's their Plan B or Plan C, and that she might go up to the unpaid spots.
From our friend Goldie. Her daughter has accomplished Plan C, but now Plan C is put aside because Plan B has been accomplished. With the partially paid, with the possibility of having it bumped up to the paid. However, now waiting for results for Plan A. Of course, if Plan A comes through, this is what we want. Then Plan B is discarded. Awesome news. That is from our friend Goldie. And her awesomely talented daughter. Goldie is rightfully proud of everything that her daughter has accomplished. I hope she is as rightfully proud of herself for raising such a brilliant young lady. Hey Lee. Lee, how are you? Lee, did you how'd everything go today? Abigail says she got 11K yesterday. Wow, Abigail. Good for you. Adam says the ATF used music as a weapon. Play Columbine. Yep, I remember that. Hey, Jacob. Jacob, we were just talking about you. Jacob, how are your watch hours? Excellent news, Abigail. So happy to hear it. Okay, I hope you're having an awesome day. Mason says, sorry it took me so long. Hey, Nathan, you are here when you're supposed to be here, and I appreciate it. Maddie said, is Maddie my support channel? I recognized you, Maddie. Guys, tomorrow Maddie's going to be tying flies. I hope you get an opportunity to go hang out with him. Maharashtrian food. Did I pronounce that right? Was I close? I apologize. I didn't get a chance to say hi to you when you first came in. My apologies. Welcome, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Hey, to make it up for me not being able to greet you when you came in, let's go to your channel. Maharashtrian food. Let's go to your channel, and I'm going to hit the subscribe button. I would give you a big shout out by reading your description. However, it's in script. It's in Hindi, right? Which I can't read, even though I got a Sanskrit tattoo. But I see that you have an awesome looking food channel. And now that I'm subbed up, hopefully I get a chance to explore and hang out with you some bit. Again, I apologize, my friend. Michael's here. Michael dropped the link. Thank you, Michael. It's for short. Hey, Mark. Gravity Core Fitness is here. Mark, how are you? How are you and Joe? Appreciate you being here. Hey, I was mentioning Maddie hanging out tying flies and what a good time that is. And it really is. But if you want another good place to hang out, Mark and Joe, Gravity Core Fitness, Pub Time. I appreciate seeing them in the gym, seeing their workouts, because they're actually very, very creative in the workouts that they do, very effective in the workouts that they offer. But it's so much fun hanging out with them at the pub. Both of them. I don't know who I think is funnier. It's a good question. Who's funnier, Mark or Joe? I think it might be a tie. Let's see. Maharashtrian Food says hi. Gilbert says, yes, Gravity Core Fitness are awesome and amazing people. Well, it takes a pretty awesome and amazing person to recognize that, Gilbert. And you are certainly that. Although I'm a firm believer, you and Eric Lapointe are bad influences on each other in the best possible way. You brought out a creative streak in each other. Michael says, I think you'd like the lyrics I wrote than myself, or it's kind of grungy. I look forward to checking it out, Michael. Thanks for dropping that link. Mark says, we are okay with the thumbs up. Thank you. How are you, Yogi? I'm doing pretty good. I will definitely check out your short, Michael. Yeah, Mark, I'm doing pretty good. You see, this is what I mean. Bad influence. They both have that shit-eating grin on their face. Gilbert and Eric Lapointe. Jacob says, still got you running, Gilbert, brother. Gonna be commenting on some videos for extra support. Jacob, did I miss your reply? How are you doing with your watch hours? Jace was asking. I might have missed it if you replied. We got Jupiter from Maharashtrian Food. It's a serviceable planet. Not my favorite, but it's a perfectly good planet. Nothing against it. Joe says, congratulations, Goldie. Thank you, Joe. Eric says hi to Gravity. Eric, how's your day going? Mike says, this is the intro I made to play before each ASMR, Forest Walk, and Forest Exploring video. Michael, I mention this quite often, but can't say it enough. You are the ultimate YouTube professional. No one does it better. Speaking of doing YouTube right, our friend Praveen has been teaching me some things. I'm not a very good student. I don't understand so much. And not just YouTube. Name something in life, I don't understand much. Mike says, where it was fun stomping around the woods with Michael earlier. Carl says, remember when I said put it up there, I guess. Remember when I said I regret my actions so quickly? I really regret it now, but I'm too ashamed to go home. I'm watching you from park. Hey, there's nothing wrong with apologizing. Even if you don't feel you're at fault, there's so much you can apologize for. Apologize for your participation in a direction you did not wish to go. That you look back on now, and you have that regret. It's okay to say you're sorry. And even if you want to feel justified, I was perfectly right to do what I did. If you have regrets, you know it went too far. You know it's in a situation now where you don't want it to be. And you could be the one that takes the step and say, I'm sorry, I don't want this. Regardless if you were right or I was right or both of us were wrong, I don't want this. I don't want this feeling of estrangement between us. I don't want this tension between us. And I'm sorry. And I love you. That's the essence. You guys hear me talk about Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian art of reconciliation and forgiveness. It's a shamanic technique. And it's done psychically. Sounds weird. It is weird. Who cares? Weird works. You want proof? Look at my entire life. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. 4 things we say to ourselves over anything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because it's a participatory universe. Everything occurring within consciousness itself. If I see something, if I am aware of something, it means I've somehow participated within its fruition. And I'm sorry. I was not aware. But now that I am, please forgive me. Thank you for this opportunity to make amends, to reconciliate. I love you. And that seals the deal. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It's a prayer of forgiveness and reconciliation. And you can say it out loud too. You can say it out loud to that person with no explanation. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You can add one. Imagine if you said to someone you were arguing with, you might be right. I still have my opinion. I still believe what I believe, but you know what? You might be right. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You might be right. I love you. How do you argue with that? The ball is always in our court, Carl, meaning we can always apologize. All right. Jacob says, Eric, good point, brother. I need to do some more burpees or push-up variations, freestyle and shorts, and focus on recovery after every workout. Sissy says, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It's worked for thousands of years. It's worked for me. Eric says, I was on your live today, Jacob. You look like you're really getting into some great shape. Adam says, what's an uncrustable, Nathan? It's a good question. Is this Q&A again? Not technically, but it almost always is. I'm always happy to either answer or deflect questions, as the case may be. So go ahead and ask, and we'll see if it's going to be answered or if it's going to be. I will never ignore a question. I might deflect. I might give you such a long, winding, inscrutable answer that you lose track of why you even asked the question to begin with. Hawk says, sending positive vibes. What did I miss from you, Lucy? I apologize. Oh, update on my mom. She's in a lot of pain right now and don't know, if her burn will fully recover. Thanks, everyone. So sorry, Lucy. And joining in prayer with everyone, sending prayers to your mom, to you and your family. We all suffer when a loved one suffers. That's for sure. I'm sorry I missed that when it first came out. Jacob says, thank you, Eric. Good point, brother. Trying to get better and look more athletic. Jacob, you look very athletic, for sure. Same to you, Eric. Good point, brother. Your burpee endurance is incredible. Okay, says Jacob. Hey there. What did you say yesterday, Jessica? Everyone's saying hi. Carl says that's hard, honestly. I'd rather sleep at my buddy's house tonight. It is hard, but when and why should we ever walk away from something that's hard, something that's difficult? And the feeling you get when you're able to do that, because now you're in a position of power, not power over anyone, not even power over yourself, but just power, that raw power of absolute unconditional love that you're able to extend to others. That makes you untouchable. Unconditional love makes you untouchable. It is not a weapon. It puts you beyond the touch of weapons. When you can get to the point in your life when you'd rather choose peace than any conflict, when you would rather be kind than being right, you're untouchable. You are at peace. I'm not there, but I inch my way closer every day. And each day, when I notice I'm a little closer, I am measurably, see if I can say that better, measurably, I'm going to give myself a B+ on that one, happier, more joyful. Joe says, Eric, the burpee short master. Agreed. Agreed. Although, Joe, I've been checking out your shorts. Your burpee shorts. That sounded wrong on every possible level. Goldie says, Carl, that's just hiding from your opportunities to grow. Agreed. We're all given these opportunities. Cody says, hi there, lovely Kay Renee. Kay, what's new in the garden? Michael says, just gave you a sub from my second account, Kay. Awesome. Hey guys, as we're talking watch hours, if you want to go and do a playlist of Kay. Kay, how are your watch hours? You are welcome, Lucy. Eric, how's your workday going? Mark said hi. Oh, Jessica says you might be right instead of arguing. It doesn't mean we have to give up our position. It just means that we offer a little bit of relief to the other person because now they don't have to prove themselves. We've opened the door and it only has to be a crack. That's awesome, Jessica. How did it proceed from there? Lacey says hello to Kay. Kay Renee's Garden, Odom's Homestead, my humble opinion, my two favorite gardening channels out there. Sissy says, immeasurable merriment. How was that? Immeasurable merriment. I even tried to say that fast. Adam says, Yogi, are you familiar with solar punk or non-capitalistic community systems? I am not. What do I need to know about that, Adam? Send me some information. Send me an email about it if you want. Jessica says, I just want peace. Me too. But you know what? Peace does not occur anywhere outside of us. It's an impossibility. We bring our peace with us, and through that peace, we are able to offer it to others. Jessica, you are on the path of peace right now. The breath work, the actions that you're taking outside of the live streams, outside of YouTube, you're on the path of peace, and it's just going to get better and better. Abigail says, I'm helping everyone mod today. Jessica, you are an essential help. I don't know if I could do YouTube without you, but I don't want to find out. Okay, says, hey, Eric and Abigail, and Percolated. Jessica says, well, it processed to me listening to stomp on my head for the rest of the night, but it's okay. In what way did it do that, Jessica? Big Point says, okay, I thought you were monetized. Well, Kay was the first person to ever come into my life. Kay was essential for helping me get monetized. Let's see if we can get Kay monetized without her having to go live that often. Abigail says, what is everyone's favorite memory of me? I don't know if Lee is still here. But if Lee was still here, Lee would say that it was when you came up and sang the very first time. And that's one of my favorite memories too. But you know what? I really liked the last time you came up to sing. Because you went right into it. Justice doesn't necessarily bring peace, Carl, but peace always brings peace. Justice is going to be dependent upon so many other factors. Justice is always going to be subjective. Peace never is. When you are at peace, you're not ever concerned about justice. Justice plays out. Justice plays out in legal systems and processes of judgment. Peace plays out eternally, and you take it with you wherever you go for the rest of your life. Give me peace over justice every single time. Marlon says, well, Lucy, you can be Lucy, darling, without being my darling. I have no idea what that means. Lisa says, Ziggy, please, may I have blue? Absolutely. 100%. Do you want managing? I'm going to make you managing mod. Just because. Lucy says, no, I'm good, MK. That's just you being pushy. You can just call me Lucy. These are my boundary lines. And when someone states their boundary lines, let's respect them. Jessica says, it's just a struggle with the people upstairs. Oh, I got you. I try to make peace. They like to make trouble. Let's see if we can come up with a solution for that. I don't have something off the top of my head, but let's see if we can get something together. Goldie says, how important is your right to be justified, Carl? You can sit down and calmly explain your point of view with the emphasis on the fact that you might be wrong and let it develop from there. I agree. And we could even offer it if we wanted, if we want to cling to our rightness, we still can, and we can say, instead of saying we might be wrong, we could say you might be right. They might be right. Just giving it a little bit of breathing room. Thank you for that, Goldie. Hey, Josh. About Scooter. It's an excellent point. I'm going to have to give that some deep consideration, Josh. Let me say hi to my cat. You're welcome, Lee. Being a little guy, I'm eating hot Cheetos and ramen. What's your recipe? If I had to guess, having once been a professional cook, I would say hot Cheetos and some ramen. Put them together. Adam says, cool, I guess you're behind in the chat. Oh, am I? One basic principle is money is one of the weakest assets we have here. And the social assets we have are incredibly valuable. I like that. Maharasian food gives us a wave. Thank you, my friend. Hey, Signature. Signature, it's nice to see you. Thank you, Marla. Thanks for understanding, Marla. All right, I'm not too far behind. Carl says, Vamps, no, I wasn't when he started the fight. I admit I said a few wrong things, but I'm not to blame, and I'm not going to waste myself apologizing. Actually, it wouldn't be a waste because you would be at peace and you'd be happier. But here's the thing. Sometimes we only realize that after a lifetime of pain. Here's my prayer. This is a prayer, the only prayer I'm going to, well, I don't want to say the only prayer. This is the prayer I'm going to offer right now, Carl. I hope it doesn't take you a lifetime to realize that. I hope you do not have a lifetime of suffering to realize that you'd rather be kind and you'd rather be at peace. Because it's a lonely path. And there's no, until you realize it, man, when I think about the things that I justified, just to feel right, and not even trying to argue with others that I'm right, but arguing with myself. I was right. I'm entitled to this. Man, nothing worse than a sense of self-entitlement. You know how many times I said to myself, I deserve a drink tonight. Adam says, by the way, Kay, you have a wonderful channel. I love the garden. She sure does, Adam. Rossi Foods, Side Lucy's sister. Man, I can't get tired of saying that name. Hey, Brian. Brian, how are you? Hey, guys, our friend Signature, one of my favorite channels. I don't get there often enough, and I need to rectify that. First time I visited Signature, he treated me like a long lost friend. He was going for a walk, and he just did a beautiful tour. Brian, how are you? Brian says, backed up today, Yogi. Let's see. Adam says, sometimes I have to be careful how I apologize because I cannot apologize for something I did not believe I did. However, I can always apologize for any part in making someone feel whatever. That's true. From the perspective, from the shamanistic perspective, from the unlimited consciousness perspective, from a quantum physics perspective of being in a participatory universe, we are all responsible for everything. Everything. Our ability to respond. With that in mind, it became really easy for me to apologize for everything. Meaning I just did not aware that since it's occurring within my consciousness, that I am responsible for it. Because where else? Every problem in the world, where is it occurring? When you become aware of it, where does it occur? There's no out there. And when you literally have the experience of there being no out there, it's easy to say, I'm sorry. Saying I'm sorry doesn't mean that I'm the cause, not the ultimate cause. Cody says, Carl, I understand what you were saying. However, a lot of fights start from lack of true communication. Please, if you fully want to resolve it, be willing to truly hear the other person. Thank you, Goldie. Agreed. He says, hope everyone is okay, sending blessings to each and all. Thank you so much, Lee. Blessings and prayer to you, my friend. Lee says, hey to Signature. Brian says, then we did a wee whacker workout after. Oops, I missed the first part. I'm good. Did a 110 pump. Wow. Plus 200 push-ups and a couple sets of benches. Man, that's a big upper body work. Not surprised, though. Goldie says, I don't start with I'm entitled. I start with this is where I come from, how I see this based on my past experiences. Please tell me how you see this situation. I like that. And again, you know, as I was saying, anytime we ever start with I'm entitled, we're already, it's already over before it even started. Because we're never going to want to hear, as Goldie was saying, we'll never put ourselves in a position of wanting to hear what someone else has to say. Some part of us would always be closed off. Because we're always, in the end, we're just waiting for the opportunity to justify our actions. But what Goldie is saying, if you don't start off with that, now you're open. And you can sincerely say, I'd like to hear. Zipper says, love emoji a little bit too much. Adam says, we'll see you. Hey, Chris. Chris says, Slow Yogi and everyone. My singing partner, Chris. Not to give too much away, but in the upcoming weeks, in the August month, I think you guys are gonna. I think you're gonna enjoy what's coming up. If not enjoy, I think you guys might tolerate what might be coming up. We got some love from Kat. Thank you, Kat. Kat is feeling rebellious. What's nothing new with that, Kat? I don't think there's been a time when you haven't had a little bit of a rebellious streak. Well, it says, sounds like Kat's got the mountain lion spirit tonight. We got about 4 minutes, guys. I have somewhere to be. Not physically. Chris says hi to Marlon. Chris says enjoy it, Kat. Hey, Marlon, what direction are you heading? Then he says, tell Yogi Bear. Nope. Private. Some things are better left to be cherished in the heart and not shared out loud. Cody says I had to do a little cleanup. A random Course of Miracles question. In the end of Course of Miracles, Jesus has to forgive me? No. Not that I recollect. There is no ultimately, in the end, forgiveness is just a tool. Ultimately, forgiveness itself is part of the illusion, Adam. Jesus was so immersed in the reality of God, so immersed in the Holy Spirit. This is from a Course of Miracles perspective. So if there's another perspective, that's fine. But just answering Adam. So immersed within the Holy Spirit that there was no need after the resurrection. Resurrection was the ultimate act of forgiveness. There was no need for forgiveness any longer. Adam says that's probably a tough question. After the resurrection, there was just spirit. And this is why God doesn't forgive, because God doesn't perceive a sinner. For God to forgive, there would have to be the perception. God would have to see a sinner, which would make it a reality, which means they would look within the illusion and make it real, which is an impossibility. An illusion, no matter how strong an illusion might be, can never be real. So ultimately, forgiveness isn't necessary. Ultimately, Jesus sees right through your humanness, through the purity of who you truly are. So no forgiveness is necessary. This is why when we forgive, we are asked to see others through the eyes of Christ. When we forgive, we are asked to see others through the eyes of the Holy Spirit, not our own. Our own human eyes will only see humanness. Hey, Evan. Yes, Evan, I have. So I don't know as I necessarily think I try to help people anymore with advice. And when I'm asked for advice, I always say, I reserve the right to be completely wrong. Mainly because I don't want the blame. Hey, Danny. Nice to see you, my friend. Harasian Food says hi. Hey, Sal. Sal says hi, Yogi. Sal, it's nice to see you. We're wrapping up in just a minute. I'm actually over my 4-minute mark, but I was I'd love that question, Adam. And Evan, too. Evan, at this point in my life, and it's taken me a long time to get there, I would rather teach and help others through a demonstration rather than a lecture. I don't want to get up on a soapbox. I don't want to get behind a lectern and say, do this, don't do that. And even if I fully 100%, Maharashtrian Food says, join please. Already did, my friend. Sal says, I'm sorry, late. That's okay, Sal. You had to get your reps in. Even if I can clearly see that this is going to come to a bad end, I might make a suggestion, but ultimately, you got to let it go. It's painful. I think especially so as a parent. All right, guys, gonna wrap things up. Be back 5:25. Thanks for this live stream. I enjoyed it, guys. Pretty much talked about everything I love talking about, including you. Lucy says, later, Yogi Eric. Later, Lucy. First, continue for your mom. Yes. Evan says, you find your mental state of mind helps your health and biological clock. Well, I think my biological clock might be on snooze right now. But, bye, Sal. Really, Evan, we talk about the mind-body connection. There's no distinction. It's not mind and body. It's not mind or body. It's really mind-body. It's the mind that is causing the body to be. With someone like Kerouac, he said, I would never give advice to anyone. There is no way to consider all the variables. Sounds very Kerouacian. Sissy says, thank you for listening like a true teacher. One who listens more than they speak will reach far and wide. I like that, Sissy. Thank you for that. Thank you, Maharistian. I said it right every single time on the live stream until the very end. Evan says, you don't look 60, you look 50. Hopefully I can keep that trend going. We'll see. Thank you for that, Evan. All right, guys, I'm going to see everyone later. Take care. Come on by. 5:25. We'll hang out. We'll do this again. Maybe we'll sing a song. Maybe we can talk Evan to come up and sing a song. All right, guys. I love you.